Got the teams right around? I do. Wonderful. All right, here we are. Game number 1, Sleeping Giant. We're going to be seeing MOYAI in green in the northern spawn, running Des Moines, Hindenburg, Sphere, Hull, Daring, Halland. Meanwhile, in red in the southern spawn, HSR going to be running Bungo, Rhode Island, Zhao, Hindenburg, Henry IV, Delny, and Daring. 2 battleships versus 0 battleships. I'll have a quick look at the builds. Is this the right spawn layout? I think it is, yeah. All right, is this the right spawn layout? I guess so, yeah. All right, Daring, Zil, Hydro mod, he's actually brought it this time. Sphere has the engine boost module, not radar module. Halland, yeah, with the legendary module, so he's got the extra heals and survivability. Relatively cheap Halland pick. Remember, each team gets to bring 7 ships with a total of 100-point values. You can see the points that they spent on each of the ships on the side on the scoreboards here. That's what those numbers are next to the battleship icons, etc. We've got Des Moines here, Philippus, he's going to be running the legendary module, outnumbered, top grade gunner, no survivability expert. We have a Hindenburg here, again, outnumbered, top grade gunner. Hydro mod in slots 2. Hull here, AFT, survivability expert, reload mod, engine boost mod, both of them with different builds actually. This one's taking Fearless Brawler. Look at the red team build really quickly. We see the Delny, the Asia Special. Fearless Brawler, RPF, concealment, full concealment build. Daring here with Hydro mod and Dazzle. We got the Henry IV, who's going to be running the legendary module and reload mod button, also taking survival expert. So not full lighthouse, but definitely going to be spotted from a little bit further away than usual. Hindenburg here, DCP mod slot 1 and Hydro mod slot 2. A bit of an oddity, but you know. Bungo running Vigilance, Rudder Shift, Fire Prevention, not taking the engine. They're not taking the engine module, so very slow off the mark, but decent in dodging when it's already in. Zhao here with the legendary module is already spotted, by the way. Questionable, somehow. He must just fired blindly. I guess he's like being bait to see how many ships are going to be targeting. So, initial deployments, we're going to take a quick look as the home caps are both taken. For the green team of MOYAI, they're going to be sending around the north. They're sending the 2 hulls all the way around the outside. So, it looks like they might be trying to go in this way and fight their way against whatever's in here, block from the inside. Daring going to be doing the contest from here. Des Moines going to be taking position up here. Going to probably go and play radar bot on this island. Hindenburg exists. He's probably going to be looking to DPM stuff from there. Sphere Halland is going to be able to zone out this Zhao and eventually put some pressure onto this and either just like cope the back line or contest this, force a redirection towards them. Meanwhile, red team, Daring going to go for the initial contest. Delny, I guess, is going around the outside. But then we have Henry IV, who's going to be like going for the early dive. We have Rhode Island backing him up. Hindenburg going to be parking around here, potentially making this play up here eventually. And then Bungo sitting here looking for shots on whatever he can find. He's going to be looking to find this Des Moines. But yeah, Hindenburg is kiting that position as we expected. Sphere on a kite, by the way. Eventually, he's going to turn himself around and get this push going on towards the Zhao. Flurries of torpedoes back and forth across the cap. No contesting in just yet. Relax. Stop talking for a little sec. Zil and his Daring going to spot all these torpedoes coming towards him. He's going to know that both DDs were indeed here. He's also going to know that something else is passed. He's going to know that Henry passed if he catches these torps in his view. But by the time that's alright, the Helgen's already around, so. Zil with the contest in place. Des Moines of Philippus going to get here. He's eventually going to get radar position. It's going to allow Zil to rotate out of the cap, smoke up here, and form resets on the HSR Daring and get a bit of chip damage in. There is no counter radar available apart from the Rhode Island. So the hulls should be spotting the Henry IV right about now. And now Philippus makes a choice. Does he go here and try to do something about this, or does he go here? As you see, the Daring is now doing the contest, so they actually got that blocked. Hindenburg salvos towards the Henry IV is going to be able to start damaging. Both hulls going to be opening up. Delny can't really do much about this. But quite a bit of AP chunk damage coming in the side of the Henry IV from one of the hulls there. The other one not doing too much. But in return, the hull gets slapped. Hull does have a heal, so he's going to be heal this back. Well, he has 4 heals, actually. Delny now going to be opening up to Des Moines. Radar of Philippus is going to be opening up. Going to spot the Rhode Island. Henry IV took a fair bit of damage. Resets coming in on both Darings as, you know, the brawling ensues. There's the Des Moines radar we were talking about. Zil going to be getting this damage into the Daring. Blind fire coming back from the Hindenburg, looking in that smoke screen. The push from the Halland Sphere is now in progress. Bungo is going to be able to eventually turn around and zone this back out, though. Rhode Island has made his way into the cap. He needs to be very careful because Zill is in a position to find like some sort of top angle on him. And Rhode Island's already took quite a fair bit of damage here. Have a look who's been doing all this major damage to him. It looks like is that just a hull? Wow. The hull's chunking 30k out of this Rhode Island already. Both hulls now going to be switching over focus onto the Delny. Rhode Island radar comes out, does spot the Des Moines, spots the Daring. Daring going to be forced out of the cap before he gets, like, you know, spam reset. Hindenburg also going to be farming the Rhode Island. Basically, everything's on that Rhode Island right now. Des Moines versus Henry. Des Moines finding a nasty angle on the broadside of him here. And now, if he turns this side, he has both hulls going to be raining down onto his broadside. He needs to get up against this rock, but he's gonna get bow farmed by this Des Moines. This Des Moines just sits there. HE spams this Henry to death because the Rhode Island's not really in a position to do anything. Daring is hydroing the Rhode Island. Well, actually, it's Des Moines, but both hydros are currently on the Rhode Island. Daring Hydra is going to be ending soon, though. Rhode Island is going to be able to get dark and cap. Actually, how long's left on this? Actually, no, Des Moines still got another 90 seconds of Hydro. The Halland push is still in progress, as we see. Zhao being zoned. Bungo rotating himself back, looking for this contest. Halland going to be looking to get torps towards this Bungo. Right, this is a rudder shift Bungo, so he will have a slightly bit easier job of dodging those torps. Rhode Island is pushing out, and there is no intel on this push out for Zill. And these guns are all pre-turned for Zill as well. Drop's not working. There goes the Des Moines of MOYAI. Flipless just explodes to a Bungo salvo. He got dropped. Oh, quick look. How much was that salvo? I'm confused. He died at Bungo, right? Why does it not say the Bungo did damage? Bungo with a 0 damage kill, apparently. Yeah, okay, cool. That makes sense. Well, it looks like the Henry IV's alive still, then. Looks like the Daring did get some resets there. Oh, my drop. Am I actually getting progress towards my drop? I don't even know. Well, the hull here taking a bit of a battering behind this rock. Only getting a good farm onto him. Hindenburg's actually managed to work his way into the A cap. Rhode Island here is definitely suffering, though. He has this sphere and Allen push. I think Daring has managed to get himself up here. What happened to all this Hindenburg's health? Oh, you got Rhode Islanded. Yeah, so Rhode Island came here, slapped the Hindenburg. But Hindenburg should be able to pick up the kill on the Rhode Island now. Hindenburg Hydro is up and is spotting Zill, but he's going to go for the finishing couple of shots onto this Rhode Island, who is currently on fire. No DCP available for 4 seconds. Heal is running out in 10. They might be able to get this kill. He is dark. He's actually going to get away, and he's going to get he's going to get about 10k health. He's going to be on. The hull here is being pinned down. Delny is going to kill him off. Full heal, as you can see, running out there, and Delny just going to be finishing him off. 2-ship lead currently in favor of HSR. Didn't manage to get the kill on the Henry. Didn't manage to get the kill on the Rhode Island. Still haven't made this push work. Sphere Radar does pick up the Daring. He's going to get a couple of salvos into him. Halland is now caught between a rock and a hard place because he has the Bungo and Zhao staring him down. Hindenburg desperately trying to get something done onto the broadside of the Bungo and Zhao here. Aiming for the Zhao. Not getting any sets, but getting about 6k of chunk damage. Halland versus Daring. The Halland is suffering right now. He's desperately trying to get into the smoke screen that his sphere is laid, but no, Bungo just removes him from the map. Zhao takes another chunk, and that's like 4 ships 4 ships to 7 currently. Not picked up the Rhode Island kill. Not picked up the Henry kill. Daring is currently suffering, but Svea is about to take some salvos from both the Bungo and... So they might be able to pick up the kill on the Daring here. It's going to be blind fire, though. Bungo going to be shooting for the Hindenburg. Hindenburg goes down, too. Bungo picked up a 3rd kill in this game. 3 ships remaining. Svea might find the Daring kill to trade back, but this is looking very, very, very bad for MOYAI right now. Hull going to go down to Delny as well. Turns out 2 battleships beat 0. And now we see the Svea are suffering. The Svea did pick up the return kill onto the Daring at least, but it's 2 ships remaining. You got this Daring getting ran down by the Hindenburg, gets rolled over. And that will be a very clean win for HSR. 6 kills for 1. Just not collecting those kills. Des Moines getting removed by the Bungo from across the map. Looks to be the decider there. That stopped the Henry kill. That also allowed... Well, that allowed for a lot of extra things to happen. If the Des Moines was still alive, he could have potentially joined it in to finish off the Bungo. Sorry, not the Bungo, the Rhode Island. He could have denied the 2 Hull kills, and then they could have made something happen, rotating them around to pick up something. They would have had control over their home cap. They would have had control of the neutral cap. They may be able to backstab pressure as the counter push was happening from HSR. But in the end, looks like HSR will be taking the first game of this best of 3 series. As soon as I look desperately for the winner scene. Yeah, winner scene, where are you? Winner scene, where are you? Go. Alright, next map. Next map, we will be moving on over to North. Quick reminder of seeding for these 2 teams. Let me go have a look and see that up. Game selection sheet. So reminder, whichever team loses this is out of the tournament, by the way. So HSR were NA's number 2 team, and MOYAI were EU's number 7 seed. So. We have the missing ship images for Hildebrand. Alright, let's Oh wow, there's a bunch of ships missing. There's a bunch of ships missing from the streamer pack. Alright, so X. No, it's not X drive, it's F drive. F, Warships Masters, Tournament, Sets. What's going on in the other games? We're waiting on people. Let me see. Is there any game updates? Game updates. Matches in progress. Resin 1-0 up against CL, and that's the only result we have in so far. Sorting out some content for our eventual breaks today, because we will be having a couple of cool-off periods as teams advance. So I think we're going to probably watch some operations room during the downtime. I'll figure out how to do it later on. What is? My code actually dodged some on my auto giveaways. Did. Alright, we're dropping into game number 2. Alrighty. Cool. We are game number 2 of HSR. Hang on, let me switch the team around. HSR in green. HSR versus MOYAI. Loser of this series is eliminated from the tournament. Green team in the northern spawn for this game will be HSR running Rhode Island, Hindenburg, Marseille, Gudenliu, Grozovoy, Ragnar. Meanwhile, MOYAI in red in the southern spawn are going to be running Zhao, Salem, Minotaur, Prince Van Orange, Grozovoy, and Daring. Get some builds really quickly. See, we can probably do it from here. All right, Rhode Island is going to be running Rodemod in slot 4. We have Hindenburg with Rodemod slot 5, along with outnumbered RPF. Hindenburg there is going to be running a slightly different build, calmer, you know. We have the Marseille with a relatively standard looking build. We have Legmod Gudenliu with the airstrike mod in slot 4. We have Grozovoy running Legendary Module along with Survivability Expert Superintendent. We have the Ragnar, Fearless Brawler, no AFT. The red team, Zhao here, is going to be running Legendary slot 6, outnumbered. We have Salem with outnumbered Top Gear Gunner. No Superintendent, so they're actually going to be losing out on a heal and a radar charge. Minotaur is going. Is that going to be smoke? It's going to be a radar Minotaur. As we figure out where he is. Oh, he's on the red team. That's why I can't see him. Red team, Minotaur. He's running radar mods. Yes, it says he'll run that. Next up, we have Prince on Orange. Both of them are going to be running slightly different builds. One's outnumbered, one's top grade gunner. One of them has forgot to bring the Legendary Commander. But we're going to be seeing slot 4 airstrike mod on both. Grozovoy, Legendary Module, Superintendent, RPF, and finally Daring. Relatively standard build. Initial deployments. Over to A for HSL. Going to have this Grozvoy, Ragnar, Marseille, Rhode Island, and Guden. So it looks like we're going to be sending Marseille around for a push. Rhode Island going to be joining that. Going to have the Grozvoy and Ragnar as a front line. They're going to have the radar and smoke combination with the Grozvoy smoke. Guden probably going to park up here. Hindenburg and Hindenburg just going to both be sat kiting this angle, trying to farm anything that tries to get involved in a push. Red team, we have Grozvoy and Minotaur as a smoke radar combination. Zhao going to be there for backup, getting a nice little HE salvo into said Grozvoy. Prince on Orange is parked here kiting, looking to airstrike anything that's parked here, but as we can see, there's nothing there. Daring going to go for the contest. Eventually should be able to take this completely free, unless the Hindenburg is allowed to somehow run at him, but that shouldn't really be happening with Prince on Orange. And Salem going to be making their pushes up here. Like the first fight we will be seeing will be over here. It looks like C's going to be relatively passive. Daring should be able to take this completely free. Cap advantage technically in favor of HSR briefly. Yep. Daring's Moya. Moya's Daring does pick up the C cap. I wonder how long it's going to be before they rotate off their Prince on Oranges and Salem to start going for a defense. Recognize the complete lack of presence in this area. Anything's been spotted yet, yeah. Minotaur Radar comes out, spots both the Ragnar and Grozvoy, and then everything opens up. Marseille opens up, Rhode Island opens up. Ragnar and Grozvoy both opening up. And the fucking Minotaur instantly explodes through Guden Lu salvo. There goes the Minotaur. Well then. That's gonna look kind of painful. This is gonna make this hold gonna be very, very difficult. You now have, the only radar you now have is a Salem, and he's nowhere near this contest. Although the Grozvoy did top out the Ragnar, so that's a 1-for-1 at least. Grozvoy took a lot of damage during that from, well, Zhao HE salvos, basically. Airstrikes towards the Guden Lu from the Prince on Orange. Doing much, but oh, there we go. Yeah, actually, fair chunk. So Daring going to be looking for the backstab into the home cap quest, potentially. He will be spotting out the Hindenburg on his way. That's going to allow the Salem and Prince on Orange to get their rotation on the go. They know everything that's here. They know Guden's here, they know Rhode Island's here, they know Marseille's here, they know Grozvoy's here. So they're going to be like, okay, the only things that are left is Hindi. Meaning we rotate our Prince on Orange's back, we rotate our Salem back, and we send our Daring to backstab. Blue airstrikes, a 3-stack coming towards the Prince on Orange, Def AA activated. We'll be shooting down most of these on the way in, actually. Quite a lot of AA on the Prince on Orange. First strike catches him. A bit of damage. Third strike on the way as well. Meanwhile, we'll turn airstrikes going towards the Guden Lu. Fire. Available, uses it. Daring with the backstab in progress to counteract this good and Lou contest. Grozvoy should be able to make. Grozvoy's also made his way on the cap. That should deny that. That should guarantee that cap now. Sorry. Gooden suffering at the hands of these airstrikes though. An orange airstrike. If he catches the fire now, those are permafires, 60-second duration. Double fire actually. Triple fire. Adi goes down. Good and Lou just removed from the game by Salem plus a bunch of airstrikes. Daring with the backstab. Hindenburg will be spotted by him. So this Daring can just perma-reset this Hindenburg. Well, not permanently, but he can reset him for quite a while. He'll take a bit of return damage during it. So currently 2 caps to 1 in favor of MOYAI. Crimson Orange rotating back. Hindenburg going for the C contest. Marseille pushing into no man's land against this Grozvoy, and Zhao could get farmed quite heavily. Zhao is currently working over the Rhode Island, though. MOYAI's Daring is kind of caught behind enemy lines now, and potentially can get run down by the Grozvoy, Hindenburg, Rhode Island. But if they do that, that means they're giving up a lot of ground. Yeah, this Daring is very much caught in no man's land right now. Get chased down for the rest of the game until he actually dies. Hindenburg as well. He might go for the reset play onto the Hindenburg here, just to... Doesn't... Radar comes out from the Rhode Island. He should have known that he wasn't going to reach that, though. Looks like the Darings has chosen not to reset the Hindenburg. Would rather save his health and just delay as long as possible, so they could be dragging that off. Looks like me potentially having to send Salem for a backstab at one of these caps. But Rhode Island parked here, and he's going to be waiting for that Salem, though. Now, cap... Well... MOYAI currently went on 1 cap. Hindenburg is going to contest C, though. Daring actually getting quite a bit of damage at the Grozvoy. He's going to 1v1 him here. Gets the 1v1. That's massive. Doesn't. Hindenburg's going to get the salvo. Hindenburg is spotting behind the smoke. No trade. No trade. Okay, Grozvoy is super low, but they didn't get the trade. That's the last of the Grozvoy's heals, though. So he's floating points for the rest of the battle. Salem has moved forward. He is going to be going for the contest onto B now. Hindenburg being, you know, worked over slowly by the Prince Van Orange. Prince Van Orange does take 60-second fire, so you can't permanently engage this Hindenburg. But with these chain airstrikes, you get a lot done, especially with the 2 of them. Now this Prince Van Orange can, like, park up here, hydro lock this Hindenburg. Oh, actually, no, you can proxy spot him through the island, though. And this Prince Van Orange can farm over this island and airstrike. Or they can just burn out the Hindenburg, because he's currently on a double fire with no DCP available. He is running a heal right now, but he is still losing health during this. Prince Orange salvo comes in, catches the bow, doesn't get another fire, but he does lower the health pool total. Heal runs out in 7 seconds, but that's when the DCP comes back, so he should survive? Question mark? Needs 1 more salvo on him. He's alive for now, but that's not a tenable position. Marseille and Rhode Island both trying to work over the Salem, who's currently spotted. Prince Orange does pick up the Hindenburg with blind fire. There we go. Okay. So that's that cap denied. Salem getting absolutely... Well, yeah, not getting as chunked as I thought he would be. Not getting as chunked as I thought he would be. He does have the Rhode Island raining down on his bow. He also has the... well, Marseille didn't get enough side on him. He wanted a lot of side, but unfortunately he's now got this Zhao kiting him and farming his bow down. Looking like a very good position for MOYAI right now. Brody drops the smoke for the Salem. Salem radar does actually pick up the location of both the encroaching Hindenburg and Grozvoy. So this Grozvoy is going to be sent up here. He can go for the backstab. He can go for the kill onto this. Hindenburg and Hydro on the way, but this should be a potential snipe opportunity for this Grozvoy. Radar comes, Hydro comes out from the Hindenburg. Not going to be spotting anything just yet. Rhode Island going back in for the repush. So Hindenburg, Hydro, Rhode Island radar, both looking to spot this Salem. Orange airstrikes coming in towards the Rhode Island. Grozvoy getting turbo chunked. Brody there, he's taking a lot of damage. And there's no way to spot this Groz right now, so he's currently locked in this Hindenburg's Hydro. He might get the proxy spot here. He might get the proxy spot. This could be a trade, question mark? So the blind fire doesn't find it. Valvo's coming in, and... Oh, Salem kills the Rhode Island, that ended the game. Okay, cool. Well then, that was starting to get a little bit hairy for MOYAI there, but they managed to take, like, yeah, they took control of the majority stuff. It was done quite well, done quite well. That'd be 1-1 in this series, and both, two very fast games, but gone either way. Alright, well, MOYAI bringing it back to 1-1, and we will be moving on to Game 3 on Hotspot after this. Chance for a small delay on this game here, just because we have probably be holding this game. Because we'll be waiting on the other the other games finishing, just in case anything else goes to Game 3. Quickly pull up official. Alright, Throw versus Bonks is also going to Game 3. Have a look, see if we get any more results in. Alright, we'll have a look and see what's going on here. So, running games. That says left stage. Throw vs Bonks 1-1. Hero up 1-0 against Error 1-0 up against ZHL, 1-0 up for Resin against CL. Let me look and see if there's actually anything on the page, if anyone's advanced or anything. No, not yet. Okay, look at the tournament page. Right. Yeah, TD Rear up 1-0 against Resin 1-0 against CL, Throw 1-0 against Bonks. That's gone to game 3 though, we know this. HSL versus Moyai 1-1 currently. Rain were 1-0 up against Salem, and Error 1-0 against ZHL. That's what we know. Results are slowly pouring through though. And there will be a brief hold on the games before Game 3 starts, just in case anybody is missing a Game 3, because nobody likes to be in the situation where there are games running and your game has ended early. I'll grab my packet of crisps. Let's prep, love and look. TWAIA is going to Game 3 as well. Interesting. Dropping it into game number 3, sorry, it was just... Oh, the team's right way around. Yes, they are. Here we are in game number 3 of this losers bracket game between MOYAI and HSR. Loser of this is eliminated from the tournament. Winner of this advances to the next round. A little bit of indigestion there. A little bit of indigestion. Alright, green team, the Northern Spawn will be MOYAI, running Minotaur, Henry 4, Colbert, Sphere, Rozovoy, Z52, and Cassard. Meanwhile, in red in the Southern Spawn, we're going to be seeing HSR running San Martin, Salem, Prince Van Orange, Prince Van Orange, Prince Van Orange, La Pampa, and Z42. Build really quickly. Minotaur going to be running radar, obviously. We have Henry 4. No legendary mod, just basic cruiser DPM build. We have the Colbert. No fun stuff. Actually, no, he is running reload mod. It's not full church, but it's close. Actually, he's like... No, he's not running heavy HE. He's also got concealment module. But he is reload mod at least. Sphere, going to be running a relatively standard-looking build without numbered. We've got Grozovoy with a legendary module RPF. We got Z52, Hydro mod, Smoke mod, you know, just going to be that little Hydro bot for the CCAP. Cassard. Leader spec. San Martin with a generic-looking spec. Salem, no Superintendent once again. Prince on Orange, Prince on Orange, and Prince on Orange. None of them actually running the Airstrike mod. All running Prop mod in slot 4. The Pampa running Swift and Silence RPF, torpedo build. Finally, the Z42 is going to be running IFHE? Question mark? What is this pen? What is this pen? Day 2. Alright. Fair enough. I like the initial deployments. Over the air cap, we're going to be sending Henry 4 for the early cap. We're going to have Grozovoy and Minotaur to have a smoke radar combination to potentially deny this cap. We have Z52 who's going to be playing Hydrobot. Going to be reversing in towards this island potentially. Got Cassard going to be at the early spots. Then you can have Sphere and Colbert as like potential smoke screen plus farming on literally anything. These Prince on Oranges are going to suffer. San Martin going to be the sole radar kite bot. You got Salem in support, basically. Prince on Orange going to park here, look for airstrikes around this area. This triple Van Orange, like, they're all going to be looking to airstrike the ever-loving shit out of this. And then this third one can also look for airstrikes there. The pump are going to be, like, the screen for against all of this, against the Cassard Sphere. That's the general plan for this. And Z42 is the Hydrobot, obviously. Both DDs going to be Hydro locking that cap down. Nobody activating the Hydro just yet. There, drops his radar, does not catch La Pampa. Does catch a salvo from the Prince and Orange. Now the Sphere gets some salvos towards La Pampa, but the radar's already going to be ending soon. First damage of the game going to be in place. Oh, quite a big, got a chunk there onto La Pampa from the Cassard and Sphere. Oh, gets slapped by one of the Prince Van Oranges there, though. This is Grozovoy Minotaur deep radar that we were talking about. San Martin going to get the radar down onto him. He's actually going to... The Grozovoy is going to turn full broadside and kite out of this. He's going to take quite a bit of damage for this. Salem looking there too. He doesn't want to get caught bow in, I guess, because he's going to have the Salem doing the full DPM. He gets turned out. Takes a bit of damage. Out. Radar down. Gets his smoke down. Minotaur can now hold this area. A fair bit of damage back on returning to San Martin. Henry's already made his way to the jump. He's going to be going for all the way around. And get a different angle on this Salem and San Martin as the Minotaur forms from here. Gonna have a nice little crossfire. Already is taking a lot of damage though, so you're gonna have to heal that up. Contest has came in, and it looks like the Z52 for MOYAI has just left. So Z42 for HSL is going to be taking that. Looks like Cassard getting punished on the way out of there heavily as the Prince Van Orange push goes forward. Colbert just forced to just not exist. Yeah, trying his hard to kite this away, but he is going to take a lot of damage from those double Van Oranges. Yeah, it does get another radar down to see the La Pampa again. But again, being farmed by the double Van Oranges. Triple Van Oranges. Minnow Garage going for a brief rotation. Looks like they'll be pushing around that way, question? Or they're just going to do a full turn and go that way. They do have the Z42 encroaching on them now. Airstrikes towards the PVO. From the PVO, sorry, aren't the Colbert not connecting. Looks like the HSR Prince on Orange is actually getting turbo farmed by this Colbert now, though. This push is going to stall out. Question is, can they make an encroach? Well, they've denied B-Cab. They don't need to take it just yet. They are currently out farming massively. Assad with a bit of a torpedo issue here. Colbert also going to see them, and Colbert's going to need to move, like, now. Takes just the one. One is fine, one is fine. Looking a lot of damage down on the PVO. And she gets that first kill as well. Speed up, 95 health. Colbert gets the first kill, and that's going to massively stall out this HSR push. There's double, you know, when you have 2 of your 3 PVOs, you've already pushed as far as you can safely. And the Colbert is still alive, the Sphere is still alive. Cassad's low, but the Z42 is replacing him now. Z52, sorry. Yeah, the Minotaur and Grozvoy have now taken over this, which is allowed without to deny that. Henry's going to park here. He's going to deny any sort of encroachment. So the Z42 should be able to take this cap now. He's going to time this absolutely perfectly. So just as the Minotaur radar comes out, he's going to be able to get in that cap. He doesn't know this. He's going to park himself up there, though. And potentially get a Hydro Lock onto the Minotaur. Meaning, as soon as he gets his Hydro Lock, Sam Martin and Salem could be looking for him. If Colbert Sphere go for the repush at any point. Z52 Hydro comes down and does find the La Pampa. He's going to take quite a bit of damage here. Forced out. Zed can run at this. EVO being forced to turn back and kite. Points currently in favor of HSR. The health bars do not reflect that. Grozvoy getting caught in a Salem radar takes a tiny bit of damage. Does have a bit of a torpedo issue from the Z42 tops, but he should be out there fine. The full kite going on now, though, from the Minotaur, Groz, and Henry. They're just giving this cap up. There's a potential for the Z52 to make the jump towards A. Guard's rotating over as well. Repush coming down from the Z52 and Sphere. He's going to be looking to farm this stuff out, but it's going to take a while. Move out the Colbert's DPM. I wonder whether they're rotating this Colbert 2 right now. Oh, they're just looking for angles on the PVO. Okay, they can start this farm. Yeah, this works, this works. Decided going to be spotting him. FV2 smoke goes down. PVO does spot the Sphere on the encroach, and it looks like he might not actually be able to make it into the smoke. So both PVOs are gonna be able to airstrike, but he no longer has vision. He's gonna Sphere can now make it to that smoke that's been laid. Colbert going to be looking to farm this out as well. That'll be a question of how quickly can this Colbert start farming some stuff down. These PVOs are looking very farmable. They've given up so much ground here. They're putting all their eggs in the PVO basket on the Colbert basket right now. And he is spotted firing, so the PVOs are going to look back at him. I'm getting involved in this. Yeah, I find this farm angle. Were these prop mod again? Oh, these the torps weren't in range anyway, but yeah. They're struggling to find an angle to farm these PVOs effectively. Z42, sorry, the Z52 and La Pampa are returning towards the bottom of C, and this could be a bit of an issue for the MOYAI Z52. If these two come down here, then Z just loses this trade. Like, hardcore loses this if they get the 2v1. Reservoir catches the torpedo in the smoke. Colbert came out to try and get involved in some of this fighting. They do get spotting on the Z42 with Minotaur radar. But Salem's opening up. Both the Prince and Oranges are getting shells in there. Philippus takes a massive citadel in the back end. And now he's got Salem on him. He's trying desperately to dodge. La Pampa's opening up for this as well. Salem Salvo comes in, finishes off the Colbert, and now this whole we need to farm out your Prince Van Oranges thing is looking very, very unlikely. Z52 finds the La Pampa on the back end, though, with a Hydro Lock. They might be able to get this kill, in theory. Should we get the trade for the La Pampa? They get the trade for the La Pampa. But they lost the Colbert for that. They are now contesting C, though. Prince Van Orange has taken a wall of torpedoes from the Cassard. Actually gets taken out completely. And that's looking very good for MOYAI now. Overspending their resources to try and get that Colbert kill. Yes, they got the Colbert kill, but they lost to Prince Van Orange and La Pampa for it. Now Salem making a desperation push into A to try to block that, but he's got a wall of torpedoes coming in. He's also got Henry 4 on him and they encroach. Let's have a look at these torpedoes, though. Could be dangerous. I'm just dodging between them, but he still has the Henry salvos coming inside of him. Salem Raider comes out, does not find the Minotaur, does not find the Grozvoy either. Prince Orange is now in no man's land, getting torpedoed to absolute crap by the Cassard. We are looking to follow him up. Pampa gets taken down. Sorry, the Prince of Orange gets taken down by the Cassard. Minotaur gets slapped by the Salem. Henry 4 also getting chased down by the Sam Martin here, but angle. CP only. Minotaur raiding down on the Z42. Z42 trying desperately to get some damage in. Z42 turns full broadside the Minotaur and gets absolutely pulverized. Salem trying to do something here. But MOYAI will take this series 2-1 and advance into the next round. HSR are going home. So EU number 7 have defeated the NA number 2 seeds. Actually, it's the MOYAI advancing to the next round. Take a look and see if we can figure out what exactly is going on with everybody in the tournament currently. Let's have a look, see what we can find out. Right. Yeah. 2, sorry.